Welcome. So now we're going to look into a binomial times a trinomial. So you need to find the product. Again, as long as you're multiplying polynomials, the same rule of thumb applies where you need to take each term from one expression and multiply it by each and every term from the other expression. Okay, so here we're given a 3x and then we're going to multiply it by a 6x squared. So I'm going to take the 3x times it by the 6x squared. 3 times 6 is 18. 18x cubed because I'm adding my exponents. Then I have 3x times 5xy. 3 times 5 is 15. So the first thing you multiply the coefficients. Then the x to the first power, x to the first power adds up being x squared. Then the y by itself. Then I have the 3x times a negative 7y squared. 3 times negative 7 is negative 21 x and then y squared. Okay. Next up we have the negative y. Negative y times 6x squared gives me a negative 6x squared y. Then I go ahead, negative y times a positive 5xy. I get negative 5x y squared. Okay, because I'm having a y to the first power here and y to the first with the other term. Add them up and you get y squared. Then we have negative y with the negative 7y squared. Negative times a negative gives me a positive. Positive 7y cubed. Okay, so this is pretty much it. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan in to see if there are any like terms I can combine. I have a 18x cubed here. Anything? Nope. So I'm going to rewrite it as it is. Cross this out. Then I have 15x squared y. Let's see if I can combine this with this one here, negative 6x squared y. So 15 minus 6x squared y, I end up with a positive 9x squared y. Cross it out, cross it out. Next up I have a negative 21xy squared, and I can combine it with the negative 5xy square here, giving me a negative 26xy squared. Cross it out, then I'm left with this 7y cubed. And that's pretty much it with we're combining like terms. Okay, let's say if you want to check your answer, you can definitely use the box method. So here we have binomial times a trinomial, so you can make either a 2 by 3 box or a 3 by 2. What does that mean? So 2 by 3 box would look something like this. 1, 2, 3. So you have 2 terms here and 3 terms here. So the first 2 terms here are 3x minus y, which I'm going to place it here, 3x minus y. And we have 6x squared plus 5xy minus 7y squared. So 6x squared plus 5xy minus 7y squared. And let's go ahead and multiply this. 3 times 6 is 18. X times x squared is x cubed. 3 times 5 is 15. X times x is x squared. And y. Okay. 3 times negative 7 is negative 21. X times y squared is x y squared. Negative y times 6x squared gives me a negative 6x squared y. And then negative y times 5xy is negative 5xy squared. And finally, negative y times a negative 7 here, it's really a positive 7y cubed. And the same drill, I'm going to combine my like terms. So 18x cubed can be combined with anything else. So I'm going to rewrite it as it is. Cross it out. 15x squared y, and then I can combine it with the negative 6x squared y. I end up with a positive 9x squared y. Cross it out, cross it out. Then I have a negative 21xy squared. I can combine it with the negative 5xy squared and giving me a negative 26xy squared. And finally I have the 7y cubed by itself. And that is it. If you notice, the answer that I get using the box method is the same answer that I get using this method, right, with the arrows. So it's really your choice, and whichever works for you. You could have used a 3x2 as well if you want, but it should give you the same answer. So the whole idea is each term should be multiplied by the other term. So if I can put my 6x squared, 5xy, and then negative 7y squared like this, and then the 3x and the minus y goes up like this. So the same idea, right? But it's just the setup is different. So if you go ahead doing this, 6 times 3 is 18, x cubed, 6x squared times negative y is negative 6x squared y, 5 times 3 is 15, x squared y, 5xy times negative y is negative 5, x y squared, then negative 7 and 3, negative 7y squared and 3x gives me a negative 21 x y squared, and finally negative 7 times a positive y is a positive 7 y cubed. So notice your terms here are the same, and if you combine all the like terms you should end up with this. Okay, hope this helps, and feel free to ask if you have any questions. Thank you, and until next time, goodbye.